This is a KUGR sports production.
Good pass down low to Erikstrup, and he scores off the glass.
Giving you play-by-play coverage of all your favorite WSU athletics.
He doesn't get it! He's stuffed at the line!
Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and more.
Absolutely electrifying play from Washington State to get him right back in this game.
Follow us on YouTube at KUGR Sports to listen to every game live.
What a play! What a kill by Brewstad!
Never miss a moment with the best in the West. KUGR, the student voice of the Palouse.
Gets the Cougs on the board with less than 20 seconds remaining in this first period. Here come the Cougs.
And now, on to the game.
Welcome back to Orleans Arena here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, here for this quarterfinal matchup between the Santa Clara Broncos and the San Francisco Dons. Here on the women's side, Josiah Frank, Davis Hagen. It's been basketball here on this Sunday afternoon. And Davis wanted to talk about this San Francisco Dons team that had a pretty interesting win yesterday. They got past and moved on. They're going to be playing Santa Clara right now, who is a third seed in this women's bracket. The Dons right now trying to make a little run at it. They're 7th in the tournament so far, 16-13 overall record, 9-9 in conference versus this Santa Clara team. That's a 23-8 overall record, 13-5 coming in today, playing their first game here in Orleans Arena. But I want to talk about this Dons team. Candy Adokbaipe, who hails from Naples, Italy. She had a pretty good game yesterday. And can she continue with the rest of the Dons crew and be successful again?
Yeah, she scored double digits again for the second straight game. She had 25 against San Diego a couple days ago, and yesterday wasn't nearly as good of a game, but she still played well, had 10 points. She did miss 10 shots. She shot 3 of 13 from the field, but did hit 2 threes, which was big for San Francisco. They got up big against Pacific and never really relinquished that lead. They ended up taking it 86-69 with the final score that sent them into this quarterfinal matchup against Santa Clara. Their leading scorer in the game, though, was Natasha Kausova, who had a really good game. 4 3-pointers made. Same thing with Mata Neda. She had 4 threes as well. And San Francisco shot the lights out of the gym. 13 made threes, which was 10 more than their previous amount of 3 against San Diego. So if San Francisco can shoot well from the 3 again, they're going to be unbeatable. You can't really beat a team if they're going to make double-digit threes in a game and just not be able to miss. And if you're Santa Clara, you got a lot of work to do to stop San Francisco from shooting those threes.
Gosh, I feel like I'm preaching to a choir, but we've been talking about how much of a struggle it's been to put the ball into the basket for all of these teams, men's and women's side of the basket, where for a half, a team will be successful on the offensive end, and then, man, coming out of halftime, it's a completely different team, or vice versa, where they'll be really slow and sluggish. Someone will go on a run, and then that's the team that ends up winning. Wanted to talk about the Broncos for a little bit as we get through the starting lineups. The Dons just already onto the court as Santa Clara is getting ready to make their way as well. Wanted to talk about who was the leading scorer for the Broncos. That was, number 12, Sophie Clancy, the Boise native. She was a 2-time first-team All-Big Sky back in 24 and 25 at Northern Arizona University. And then she transferred to Santa Clara, and it was really kind of her show leading this extremely successful team that last year they were just 14-17 overall, named 8th in the WCC. But, man, they have flipped it around, having an extremely successful season. But unfortunately, Clancy was injured with a season-ending injury, and she will not be playing today. And so right now, leading it off for the Broncos is Maya Jones. She's averaging 15 points a game and nearly 5 boards and 2 assists. So she's got a very colorful box score of averages for the Broncos. But this team is really successful down the box floor. Anyone can really get it done, and everyone has had a successful game or two for Santa Clara.
Yeah, when Clancy goes down for Santa Clara, you kind of hold your breath if you're a Bronco fan. You assume maybe the season is kind of over right there. That happened back in January. The elbow injury to Clancy came over with head coach Lori Payne from Northern Arizona, part of that Lumberjack team that was really talented. And now she comes to Santa Clara. She gets injured, though. Santa Clara, really good stretch of the ball after she was injured. A couple players stepped up for them. They had Ashley Hawkins and Ava Schmidt, who both stepped up now, averaging over double digits on the season. And so not a whole lot of drop-off after Clancy was gone. It's going to be a really tough matchup against San Francisco, but the Santa Clara Broncos have been a really good team. They average 81 points a game. That's first in the WCC, the best offense in the conference, going up against the San Francisco team that's coming in with some momentum after beating Pepperdine yesterday.
Should be a fun one here in Orleans. And Davis, just wanted to talk about, have you been having some fun here in Vegas? We've called a lot of great basketball, right?
Oh, yeah. This is game 10 for KUGR. It's been an absolute thrill. We're courtside. We keep getting moved up. We were going to be back in the media row, but they came out and said, hey, what are you guys doing? You got to be courtside. So we get moved up again, and it's a absolute joy to be here with you, Josiah. We're having a lot of fun. It's been basketball all day long for the third straight day for us. This is the fourth day of the tournament, and double-digit games now. We've seen a lot of action. Hopefully this one lives up to what should be a great game. Hopefully neither of these teams go on a crazy scoring drought, which we have seen in game after game here in Las Vegas. Something about this Orleans court.
The Dons in their all green with the yellow lettering, and they're going to win it. Yellow and white lettering in the Broncos in their white with the crimson. It's going to be Dons to start it off, and it's nearly stolen away. Cargill was down low, and she tries to dive for a loose ball, and it looks like they're going to call it a jump, and it's going to start with the Broncos as the Dons won the tip. Now it's Santa Clara. Point guard Ashley Hawkins bringing up the rock. Swung over to Jones. Jones now over to Miller. Miller with the goggles. Love seeing those as a glasses wearer. But it's a 3-ball off the left wing. A miss by Kylie Fox, Tri-Cities native in Washington. She misses the first shot of the game. On the other end, the Dons can't seem to get control of the basketball. They finally get a hold of it. That was Tosheva. Now Cargill kicks it over to Nada, who travels. Took a step before putting the ball onto the ground. And that results into a turnover for the Dons. Now Santa Clara is going to pick it up. We're still tied at 0. Fox throws to no one, but it is deflected. Just missed us. Right in between us and the Santa Clara student radio. Just got to meet them just a couple seconds ago. Really nice people. For the Broncos. Now on the other end, Maya Jones driving on the right side. She picks up her dribble, fades left, spins, misses. A rebound by Marino. Deshova stopping 17 feet away. Passes on the right block. And commits a turnover. That was Marino. She caught it on the low block. That was another turnover. Dons right now to a slow start. It's going to be a 3-ball on the wing after getting pushed a little bit. That was Kylie Fox. She'll put in the first points of the game for either team. 3-zip early for Santa Clara. Cargill motioning the offense. Looks at Murillo. Doesn't look to her. Now it's Adokpaipe. Averaging 17 for the Dons. Adokpaipe gets blocked. That was Jones. It stays with the Dons. And Murillo cannot get it down. She misses the jumper. Now Santa Clara on the other end. Hawkins on the left side. Tries to throw up a layup. Misses everything on that. And a cross-court pass for the Dons. It's Nada. Triple. You betcha. We're tied at 3s.
Can't leave Nada open. She is an absolute bucket from the three-point line. Had 4 yesterday against Pepperdine.
Hawkins directing traffic, just pounding into the earth. Switches to her right hand, throws up a hook shot. It was kind of a prayer of a shot at 5'6". She misses, but it's going to stay with the Broncos. An offensive rebound. And underneath the basket, missing the left-handed layup. That was going to be Delaney Miller. Kind of stayed on the rim for like 10 seconds there. On the other end, Tashova nearly airballs, just clips the rim for a second for the Dons. And now Santa Clara has a shot. 3-ball straight on. That was a miss by Hawkins. Santa Clara gets it back again, and another missed 3. That was Schmidt from Sammamish, Washington. A lot of Washingtonian players on the Santa Clara crew. Now Nada, elbow on the right side That's a miss, and both teams are just taking a firing range and missing the target altogether. Spin move, and that was Miller, and she misses again. No team, Santa Clara right now, over their last 5. Murillo is called for a travel. She took a step before putting the ball onto the ground. And it's just fundamental stuff like that where it's that simple to get a travel call. If you take a step before you're putting that ball into the ground.
And once again, a low-scoring start here at Orleans Arena. 3-3, and we're almost 4 minutes into the game.
All of their last 6 right now is Santa Clara. The Broncos are in a scoring drought right now of 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Hawkins working her way. Layup, no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Dons are going to get it. It's Nada streaming on the other end. She's guarded by Hooker. Now it's Cargill. She was entered into Uguay. They're in the key, and Uguay was found onto the ground. Will stay with San Francisco. 2 more Washingtonian players checking to the game. Gildersleeve Styles from Snohomish, Washington, as well as Anaya Hooker from Linwood, Washington. They played each other. Those are rival schools in Snohomish County and Washington State. Now going right to the rack hard. That was Ferreira Horn. She misses a shot. Rebound Uguay. She misses the putback off the offensive rebound. And Santa Clara trying to push the tempo. There is numbers. Hawkins tries for a 3. She misses everything. That's probably 4 missed shots for Hawkins. Yep, and that she is 0 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, Santa Clara 1 of 11 now, and San Francisco 1 of 7.
Hooker, the true freshman, one of the best freshmen in the WCC when it comes to steals. Swung around by the Dons. Now it's a Doak Pipe, finishing with the left, a hard drive. And the Dons regain the lead as no one has really been able to score. It's a 5-3 game. Gildersleeve Styles. Styles passing it over to Hooker. Hooker on the left side, near lose the basketball. Tries to give it to Styles. It's stolen away by Doak Pipe. On the right-handed side, a beautiful pass. And that was a beautiful finish by Ferrara Horn for a left-handed layup on the left side of the rim. It's 7-3 early, 4.5 minutes left. Next dead ball will be immediate timeout, and Hooker loses it again. It's a fight for the loose ball. Who will end up with it? And it's going to be Cargill, and it's going to be a fight for a jump ball. Cargill got a hold of it, and that was Hawkins kind of beneath her. But it's called a jump ball as both teams are going to go back to their respected benches. And right now, yeah, very early. It's a 3-7 ball game, 4:28 left in this first. We're going to take a short break. Be back at you with more basketball here in Orleans Arena. You're listening to KUGR, the student voice of the Blues. San Francisco right now on a 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 13 seconds. While Santa Clara is 0 of their last 8, scoring drought of over 4 minutes. And Davis right now, like I said, beating a dead horse about how much of a struggle it's been for teams to score on the offensive end. But we've seen teams flip the script, tons of runs, tons of droughts. Kind of been the story here in Vegas. And Davis, what does Santa Clara got to do if they want to flip it around early, even though it's just a 4-point lead by the Dons here in this first quarter?
I think they're just a little bit out of sorts on offense. They're playing their first game on this court and the first game of the tournament this year after getting a bye all the way to the quarterfinals as the 3 seed. So that's a long time to be off. They haven't played since February 28th, and their last game was actually against the San Francisco Dons when they beat them 90-82. They were down 14 points in the second half, came back and won by 8. So kind of deflating for San Francisco, but off to a good start here. Dons are up 7-3. And for Santa Clara, if you get good looks, which they're getting decent looks, they've missed 10 shots already. You just have to be able to continue to work it inside. I think if you start inside, you get some layups, and now you can work it out to the perimeter. They're shooting 1 of 5 from the three-point line, trying to get those threes to go. But sometimes you just got to get some easy looks inside.
Easy looks indeed, and just been a struggle to score. And right now, just 1 of 11 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. And that 3 was, I believe, from, wanted to take a peek at that, the only person to score a shot for Santa Clara, and that was Fox. She drilled a 3. Right now, checking to the game is McIntyre. For the Dons, see what San Francisco can do to extend the lead. Nada to Adoke by Pay, can't get a hold of it. Got bounce off her foot. Entered in for Santa Clara to Hooker. Hooker to Styles. Styles, top of the key. Tries to set a screen for Jones. Jones will throw up a 3 and get wedged in between the rim and the backboard here on the left side.
Yes, a Vegas wedgie. And they score. They got it with the mop off the wedge, then went in. Should count for a lot of points, but it doesn't, unfortunately.
Comedy hour here in Vegas with Davis Hagen. We got to get this guy a stand-up routine or something.
It's the best play in basketball. It's just such a fascinating view when it just stops right in the rim there.
Squeezed in there, wedged in there. It's still Santa Clara basketball. Hooker now in the key. She's got to kick it out. She'll kick it out to Fox. Fox down to Jones. Jones has got 5 on the ticker. Jones, the Styles, a beautiful move right to the bucket, and she can't finish. Jones gets her rebound. It's an and one situation. Styles had a good backdoor cut there and had an open layup opportunity. But finally, Jones is able to get it done for Santa Clara, who finally hits a bucket. And she'll have a 3-point opportunity for the Broncos. Jones right now from New Zealand will connect on the 3-point play. Santa Clara down by 1. It's a 7-6 ball game with San Francisco leading. Just 3:45 left into this first quarter. Cross-court pass to Adoke by Pay. She pumps, steps through, and misses the layup. A great rebound by Styles.
Yeah, she had a 3 wide open. She decides to scoot it in, but missed the layup.
Jones looking to kick out. Styles was wide open, but it was a little too late of a pass as Jones tries to connect with her, but it was at her knees. Styles standing at 6'1". And there's going to be a couple substitutions. Styles will take a break, as well as Shat. She will also take a break as well. Entered it into McIntyre, who's going to bring it across the logo for USF. Quick handoff over to Ferrara Horn. Adoke Pipe to Cargill on the wing. Just swung around the arc. McIntyre got to get going now. 10 seconds. Uguay now in the post. Double team. She's traveled. Another traveling violation in this game. Right now, USF having 6 total turnovers as a team. Racking them up early here. Hawkins picked up her dribble, had to pass it out. She'll end up with it again, guarded by Adokpipe. Now Hooker talking the key, gives it to Jones. 9 on the shot. Jones has got to go. Couple jabs behind the back. 4 on the timer. Jones just throwing up a prayer, in and out. Rebound by the Dons. Cargill pushing the pace. Pulls it back out. Thought about a 3. Now looking to pass. Backdoor to Adokpipe. And misses the layup. The love for that to fall up in an offensive rebound. Now it's Ugwe on the other side. And Adokpipe can't get it off of her miss. Hooker steals it. Hooker, a layup with the left hand. And that is good for her. Santa Clara now leading 8-7. We're under the 2-minute mark of this first quarter. Adokpipe had a really good backdoor, but couldn't connect on that last possession for the Dons. Now it's Ugwe. Enters it back into Adokpipe at the WCC logo in the key, and she will finish. About 8 feet in from the rim. Now they'll regain the lead. It's a 9-8 game. Back and forth now. Still low scoring. 3 balls straight on. That was Ava Schmidt. She can't hit. Dons will rebound. Pulling out. Ugwe nearly loses it. Hands it off to Adokpipe. Driving to the right end, and she is swatted and blocked. And who grabs it? That would be Miller. Miller then advances it over to Fox. Hawkins gives it back to Miller. Miller now to Schmidt. 14 on shot clock, and it's stolen away by Cargill. Cargill and the Dons are moving. Transition offense, and guess who pokes out the steal? That's Hooker. Sophomore who's known for stealing the basketball. A 3 on the other end for the Broncos, and it is drilled by Kylie Fox. Fox now with her second made 3. She's the leading scorer right now for Santa Clara. She's got 6 early. Santa Clara up by 2. We're under 30 seconds to close the first quarter. McIntyre taking her time, dribbling at the logo. 16 on the game clock. 5-second differential with a shot. And it's stolen away by Hooker again. Hooker finishing with 2 hands with the right hand. Now just 5 seconds on the game clock. McIntyre the last shot to Ugwe at the buzzer, and that will fall. Beautiful transition layup for the Dons. So forget about that. Another steal by Anaya Hooker. And yeah, she is definitely lethal at poking out basketballs and got a couple finishes on the other end as well.
Yeah, good run by Santa Clara to go up 13-9, and then right at the buzzer, Ugwe able to lay it in. That shot, huge for San Francisco. If you go down 4 without having reached double digits in the first quarter, that's a big difference between 13-9 and 13-11. We saw not really unfamiliar territory for San Francisco, because we saw on a couple days ago against San Diego where they were tied 9-9 with the Toreros at the end of the first quarter. And here it's another low-scoring quarter, but this time against a team in the Broncos that score 81 points a game. So defensively doing a good job, but Santa Clara's offense just has to figure something out, get in a rhythm. It's been one-on-one offense right now, and it's not working. They're shooting 5 of 19.
Yeah, definitely not working indeed. We're going to take a break, get back at you with the second quarter of play here in this quarterfinal matchup between Santa Clara and San Francisco. 13-11 at the end of the first. You're listening to more basketball here on KUGR. Feeling good right now as we get into the second quarter of action. 13-11 here. Santa Clara leading the University of San Francisco by 2 early as Uguay added 2 more for the Dons. Much needed bucket to keep this game close. Santa Clara trying to come into this and get to the semis tomorrow. LMU and Gonzaga at the top 2 spots of the women's bracket. Hooker lays off of Cargill, who starts it off for the Dons on offense. San Francisco just down by 2 as we start the second quarter. Nada. And there's going to be a whistle. Looks to be an offensive foul. It's going to go the other way. Now Santa Clara getting a chance at offense. And it looks like it was on Nada. Now Santa Clara and the Broncos getting things done, trying to extend the 2-point lead that they have right now. Hooker to Hawkins to Styles. Styles is on the wing. This is a Hooker who gives it to Styles, nearly travels, loses the basketball. Now it's Cargill on the other end pushing the tempo. Cargill hounded by Styles. Long wingspan. Checked into the game is Castro. Swings it to Adokpipe on the wing, who drives right to the rack. But when she stops, her feet slide, and that is a travel on Adokpipe. Another turnover for the Dons.
Yeah, 11 turnovers for San Francisco. Santa Clara catching up to them. They've got 5, but the Dons have to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Need to do a better job quickly. Styles will give it to Schmidt. Back to her. Now Hooker. Hooker, 3-ball. That one was too strong. A rebound by Nada. Now Cargill's going to push the tempo for the Dons. They had numbers for a second. But everybody from the Broncos gets back as Nada tries for a long 3, touching the tip of the WCC logo. Doesn't matter, though. That's too strong. Santa Clara still up by 2. Hooker now for the Broncos. It's just going to be swung around the arc. Now it's going to be a 3-ball from way out there. That was Maya Jones. Took that one from New Zealand. Nothing but net. Sends the lead to 5. Nada, top of the key. Swings it to Adokpipe, looking to pass. We'll give it to Shova. So Shova will miss, and that will be a little too strong for her. Another 3-ball try by Maya Jones, and that one is too strong. Now it's Cargill. Beautiful bounce pass in transition. And what should have been probably a finish by Sol Castro is a missed layup. Quick tempo for both teams. It's Hooker on the other end for the Broncos. A 3-ball, and that one was for Schmidt. It's long, but Hooker ends up with it. She tries for another 3. That one's also short. She gets her own rebound, and Styles will get a hold of it. A quick series of basketball plays. Hooker missed that corner 3, gets her own rebound, tries to keep it in bounds as she's falling out of bounds. Styles gets a hold of it, and then it's batted away by Adokpipe to stay with the Broncos.
Yeah, San Francisco, usually a decent rebounding team. They're 3rd in the conference. They just missed 2 good opportunities there. There were a couple Dons around the basketball, and they just couldn't grab it.
Could not get a hold of it. As a flurry of players check in for both teams. It's entered back into Miller. Miller, fadeaway jumper with the goggles is too strong. And transition offense for the Dons. Bing, bing, bong as Adokpipe will finish with the right hand. It was moved quickly with Murillo assisting her. Now it's Santa Clara on the other end. Jones to Styles. Styles looking to hand off. Gives it to Hawkins, the point. 10 on the shot clock. Hawkins has got to go. She's still by the wing. Hawkins forcing her way down and finish with the left hand. Tough finish by Ashley Hawkins. McIntyre motioning and looking for either a screen or a pass. She's not going to get either. She's going to go right to the rack, gives it to Adokpaipe. Heels her on the three-point line. There's going to be a foul on the ground. Styles will pick up the foul for Santa Clara. Checking out of the game and then checking right back in is Ava Schmidt. Adokpaipe will get it for the Dons. San Francisco right now down by 5, and she will turn over the basketball, gives it to an assistant coach on the Santa Clara bench. Intended pass, no one gets it.
And they're calling out the elevator screen. Head coach Molly Goodenbauer is yelling it from the sideline, and everybody in the arena could hear it. Kind of a surprising call. If that's the actual play they're running, they call it elevator, would probably give away your play call.
Yeah, definitely would give away your play call, and clearly it didn't work. Resulted into a bad turnover. Cross-court heave. That was to Shat. Shat now working at McIntyre. Shat finishing with the left hand, and she gets it to rattle home with the left-handed lay. Santa Clara right now up by 7. It's swung around. Adokpaipe, 3-ball, way too strong. A good rebound by Fox. Now Hawkins crossing the logo between her legs, hands off to Fox. Fox with her left hand, driving right to the cup, trying to finish through contact. No whistle, she'll miss that. Cross-court heave to McIntyre, and she will finish that. That was from Cargill, 3/4 of the court length. Over to McIntyre for the easy right-handed layup. Hawkins on the other end. Hawkins loses the ball. Adokpaipe will pick it back up. Adokpaipe, no-look dot over to Cargill, but she can't get a hold of it. She'll regain control, though, as Murillo try to look into McIntyre, but it'll be Adokpaipe who will finish for a corner 3. And right now, it's been kind of back and forth action. Santa Clara had a little bit of a run, and now San Francisco is just down by 2. They were just down by 8 just a couple minutes ago. We are at the midpoint of this second quarter as Fox gets a left-handed layup to fall, extends the Broncos' lead to 4. 4:35 left into the second quarter. Adokpaipe trying to drive, and she's going to be called for the offensive foul. She went right at Miller's chest.
Just lowering the shoulder on Miller. Adokpaipe asking why that was a foul call, but she just trucked her over. But a good shot on the previous bit for Adokpaipe, hitting that 3, keeping San Francisco within striking distance. Good back and forth action. Santa Clara's offense starting to pick up a little bit.
Starting to pick up indeed. 2 personal fouls for Candy Adokpaipe. We'll see how fouls make a difference in this game. It's a 22-18 game with Santa Clara leading by 4. You're listening to more WCC action here in Orleans Arena on KUGR, the student voice of the Palouse. 22-18, 4:31 to play here in the second of this quarterfinal matchup between the Santa Clara Broncos and the San Francisco Dons. It has been kind of a back and forth game for either team. Nothing kind of really poking at you as a clear player for like an MVP of the game. Had a great performance just a game ago. And that was Wilkerson. She had a great game for Oregon State. She had that like 20 and 15-point performance. Gosh, that was really fun to watch. But right now on the stat sheet, McIntyre's got 2, Ferrara Horn's got 2, and Nada has 3, and Adokpaipe is leading it off. She's got 9. And then for Santa Clara, the leading scorer right now is Fox with 8. Hooker to inbound and to bring up the rock. Santa Clara right now, just 4.5 minutes left of the second. It's going to be shot. Kicks it back out to Jones, and she'll try for a triple and connect. 25-18 now, Santa Clara.
Yeah, Jones a great shooter. That's 6 points for her. To make it 9, actually, if her second 3 goes.
A whole bunch of handoffs for USF. Nada, Anderson into Cargill. She's around the perimeter. Tries a beautiful pass, and it's going to get blocked. She passed it to Ferrara Horn. Got blocked. And there's going to be a foul on the other end after the block as the Broncos grab that rebound.
Yeah, Maya Jones took on 2 different Dons. They both hit the floor. Marino and Ferrara Horn both went to the deck, and Maya Jones just too strong for him. And the foul called on San Francisco.
Santa Clara right now up 25-18. Still early, but they're 4 of their last 5 from the field. Hooker, or to Shat, who jab steps and goes left. She had a lane. She misses everything, but gets her own rebound. Tries to get it back to Hooker, but it is intercepted by Nada. Nada is running, gives it to Adokpaipe. Airballs the layup. And a rebound by Fox. Now Hooker pushing the tempo. Wide open to Jones for a 3. She's kind of sidestepped and had a ton of room. Knocks in another. And Maya Jones right now, 3 of 5 from behind the arc. It's got 12 and a timeout by the Dons.
Yeah, she is a ridiculous 3-point shooter, and not even the best 3-point shooter on the team. She's just knocking them down at a high clip in this run for Santa Clara. 8-0 over the last minute and a half, and they have ballooned the lead out to 10 over San Francisco. And if you're the Dons, you got to be able to find a way to score some points here. You've only scored 7 in this quarter. 15 points for Santa Clara. They're starting to heat up from the 3-point line. That's their 5th make. And that's one of the reasons they score 80 points a game is their 3-point shooting is pretty dynamic. They shoot a lot of threes, only shoot around 30% on the season, but the volume that Santa Clara wants to get off, and they'll just outscore you. That's one of their ways they're going to get to the championship game is just go at you, see how many points they can put up. And if they're going to have a defensive performance like this as well, it's going to be really tough to stop.
Extremely tough to stop. And after that 30-second timeout, San Francisco trying to regain some offense. Cargill at the logo. Quick handoff to Tosheva. Pump fake, and that was Murillo. She got the basketball from Tosheva, pump fake, and then drove right to the rack and finished for 2. Because Santa Clara lead down to 8. Hooker on the other end, trying to scoop, score, and almost gets the and 1 as the shot kind of rattled out, but she will go to the line and shoot. Anaya Hooker, one of the many Washingtonians. Her first, nothing but nylon. And me and Davis, we've been talking about this the past couple days, but looking at the Santa Clara kind of roster, a lot of Washingtonian players that maybe could have played at Washington State, would love to keep some local people home as Hooker hits her 2nd. Just kind of curious to see how recruiting plays a factor. Santa Clara right now, a phenomenal women's team, 23-8 overall record. 3rd in this seeded tournament. And right now they are up by 10. It's a 30-20 game. 2:34 left as Cargill has got to get something going. Gives it to Tosheva. And she misses a lot on the 5-footed jumper, just on the second dash. And now there is a travel call on the other end on Santa Clara. That will be Delaney Miller. The Coloradian travels her way into the lane. Still up by 10, though. Cargill, mano-a-mano with Hooker. Gives it to Tosheva. See if she can score this time. She does. Finishes on the right-hand side pretty easily. Hooker loses the basketball. It is stolen away by Nada. Nada's got numbers. She's got to pass it to her left. Gives it to her. That was Murillo. She can't get a hold of it, but Adokpaipe scoops it up for the Dons. Thankfully, that would have been another turnover for San Francisco. Tosheva on the left rack. She goes. Tosheva, 6'3", from Slovakia. The tiny country, but she's not tiny at all. Finishes with the left hand. Hooker now for the Broncos. Wide open the lane. Misses the floater. Gets her own rebound. They're up by 6, but it's hit a three-pointer, and that was Kate Schatt. Knocks that down. Sends the lead back up to 9 for the Broncos. Murillo gives it back to Cargill. Her triple is identical to the one by Schatt. That one goes in. Now chops the lead of 5. We're under a minute in the second quarter, 33-27, Santa Clara. Hooker right to the lane, and she's hit hard. She'll shoot 2. She got fouled hard by Murillo. Murillo is 6'2". Nia Hooker, a gracious 5'8" on the stat sheet, probably a hair shorter. As Hawkins will check into the game, as well as Fox will check into the game. Uguay will check into the game, as well as Ferraro Horn. Hooker to shoot 2 free throws. Snohomish County and Washington State, the county just north of Seattle. That's King County as Hooker hits the first of 2. A lot of basketball talent. My high school in the same conference as Linwood High School, where Hooker's from, and she hits both free throws. She's had a good performance today. 3 steals already into this first half, as well as 8 points. She's 4 for 4 from the line. Adokpaipe for San Francisco. Kicks it out to Cargill on the wing. That 3 cannot connect. And Adokpaipe, a beautiful offensive rebound, and she takes it right to the rack, and she is fouled. And 2 players collide into each other for Santa Clara. That was Hooker as well as Schmidt. They collide as Adokpaipe will shoot 2 free throws.
Adokpaipe just so fast. She tracked down that rebound after having kind of a negative start to it. She was going the wrong way and then decided, oh, there's the ball. And then she powered forward. She's got such good speed. And then when she gets the ball, she's got even faster speed somehow. A lot of people slow down with the ball, but she seems to ratchet up a knot when she gets the ball.
Adokpaipe spent her freshman season at Seattle U. Definitely a bucket coming from there. And she is continuing her success as she nails in both free throws. It's a 6-point game. We're under 30 seconds here. Santa Clara leading by 6, 35-29. Under 20. Shot clock identical to the game clock. 13 seconds, and Hawkins dribbling it up for Santa Clara. Taking her time, waiting to go. Now 8 on the shot clock. She's got to get something going. She gives it over to Jones. Jones right hard to the rack and finishes. 1 second remaining, and the Dons won't get a shot off as that will end the half. A beautiful drive by Maya Jones. Finishes on the right-hand side. Extends the Santa Clara lead. They are up by 8 at half.
Santa Clara, good shooting team. We know that. They've made 6 threes in the first half to be up by 8. And if San Francisco can't start to maybe slow down their offense after that slow, sluggish start for Santa Clara, they've ratcheted up their offense, and it's going to be a good second half, but right now the Broncos kind of fighting off those rusty parts that they had when they came out their first game of the tournament here all the way on Sunday. It's been a long time since they last played on February 28th. So if they can come out in the second half and have enough energy, they'll probably be able to put away San Francisco. But the Dons have a lot to play for as well. They're trying to go on the run themselves. They're a 7 seed. They're not supposed to be here right now. They should have lost yesterday to Pepperdine. Instead, they blew them out, and they're here taking on the Broncos and doing a good job, but they have to get better on the offensive side. They've missed 17 shots, and they were out rebounding Santa Clara most of that first half, but now getting out rebounded by 2, and it's been very even. The difference is a three-point shooting for Santa Clara.
A battle between two California teams, Santa Clara and San Francisco, with Santa Clara leading it at half. It's 37-29. We'll be back at you. Davis Hagen will be on play-by-play for the second half. More WCC action here on KUGR, the student voice of the Blues.
One half through the final quarter, final game of the day in the women's side of the 2026 WCC tournament. And it's 37-29, Santa Clara in front of San Francisco. Davis Hagen alongside Josiah Frank. And what a good first half of basketball. Just cleaning the board there. What a good first half of basketball for Santa Clara. They are up 37-29, and they scored 24 points in that second quarter. San Francisco started pretty slow, but they scored 18 points. If the Dons can get hot from the three-point line, that's been the difference of three-pointers. But Santa Clara's offense averaged 80 points a game. It's going to be tough to stop them.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to stop the mighty Broncos, really kind of strong-arming the Dons right now on the offensive front. And, yeah, for Santa Clara, they just want to see if they can extend this 8-point lead that they've built up so far. Wanted to highlight a couple players right now. Leading scorer, that's Maya Jones from New Zealand, the junior guard. She's had herself a day. 3 threes in the first half. She's also got 2 pairs of rebounds. She's got 4 to end her stat sheet. She's doing good and a pretty balanced stat line for Santa Clara. Anaya Hooker, the sophomore, she's got 8 points and 3 steals. And so she's had a really good day as well. So, yeah, man, if you're San Francisco right now, you really got to lock it in or your season is definitely over. We're not talking about these other tournaments probably for these teams where Santa Clara, because of their overall record, probably even regardless if they lose, they can make some type of tournament, the NIT or maybe the WBIT or some type of other invitational tournament. But, man, yeah, if you're San Francisco right now, it's win or go home.
Dons in the green uniforms. Broncos in the home whites with script Broncos across their chest. The Dons have the block lettering white Dons across their chest. Yellow numbers. And for the Broncos, their white uniforms accented by their maroon numbers. 37-29, Santa Clara in front. Second half ready to get going. The winner will play the 2-seed Gonzaga Bulldogs tomorrow in the semifinals. The first semifinal already set. It is the 1-seed LMU Lions against the 4-seed Oregon State Beavers. Beavers took down the Pilots in the first quarterfinal of the day. Buzzer sounds, and we're ready to get the second half underway. Santa Clara moving towards the right basket. The inbound goes to Hawkins, and she starts with Adokpabe matched up on her. They go to Schmidt, high post. Dribble handoff to Jones, who was lethal from the three-point line in the first half. She jucks underneath. Reverse layup is good, and it's the first bucket of the second half, and it's 39-29. Santa Clara in front. Cargill brings it over half court for San Francisco. They're down 10. It's the largest lead of the game for the Broncos. Just 30 seconds into the second half. Cargill shifting into the lane. Gives it up to Mourinho. Back out to Cargills. To Mourinho, high post. Swing it, Nada, top of the key. Right side working, a lot of ball movement for the Dons. Into the middle, Adokpabe. Mid-range jumper, no. Tap rebound, out of bounds. Last touched by Delaney Miller. And it's going to stay with San Francisco. Shot clock at 20 with 9:13 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and right now, Santa Clara extending their lead. They're up by 10 right now. And teams have been able to get away from teams. They can keep it up.
Cargill gets the inbound. Drives right side, past Schmidt. Right-hand layup. Bounces out. had a couple of taps on the iron and does not drop in for Cargill. Santa Clara goes the other way with the rebound into the corner for Ava Schmidt. A shot that might have got deflected. It ended up about 8 feet short of the rim and only about 6 feet off the ground. And she's laughing about it. Likely got deflected.
I'll be
I hope
honest.
so.
I don't think it did. I think maybe she was expecting it to get deflected. It didn't. And then only went 8 feet in the air. Kind of looked like second grade basketball a little bit.
Foul called on Tausheva, so she picks it up, and then San Francisco steals the inbound pass. Cargill races the floor, misses the right-hand layup, saved in to Tausheva. Mourinho outside, looking in towards Tausheva. They go down to her against Miller, and the 6'3", Tausheva misses the layup again. San Francisco struggling to start on offense in the second half. Delaney Miller brings it over half court, a crossover to the left block, lays it in. That's a great move by Delaney Miller, just going downhill, and it's a 41-29 lead for Santa Clara.
2 missed opportunities for the Dons. They're just not able to connect. Haven't been able to score a bucket since the half.
12-point lead at Oak Pie Bay, and the Dons down 12. Neda, far side 3, won't go. Tausheva, offensive rebound. Walks it back out to the corner and dump inside to Mourinho. She floats up the left hand, didn't look at the rim before she shot it, and she missed it short. Outlet pass to Jones, running the floor, right block, layup, and one for Jones. She laid it in, got the contact, and one free throw coming. It is now 43-29. Santa Clara starting to pull away.
Yeah, really unfortunate, and it looks to be a timeout as well. And gosh, yeah, all of a sudden, San Francisco is in trouble. They're getting opportunities. They're even getting second chance opportunities. But it doesn't really matter right now as they are down by 14.
43-29, Santa Clara in front, 7:55 to go. It's a timeout called by San Francisco. One free throw coming up for Jones after the break. You're listening to KUGR, student voice of the Palouse. Good start for Santa Clara in the second half. They lead at 43-29 with 7:55 left in the third quarter. Davis Hagen alongside Josiah Frank. And Josiah, good start for Santa Clara in the second half. They're finally putting some points on the board. They've made 6 threes in this game, and an and one for Jones on that last play. She'll have one free throw coming out of the break.
Yeah, she's got 18, and we're just early into the second half of the game. 7 of 10 from the field, still 3 of 5 from behind the arc, and she'll have a chance to go perfect at the free throw line with an and one situation. But yeah, it is really kind of clicking right now for Santa Clara, and by no surprise, where this Santa Clara Bronco team, 14-17 last year, they had a really good year the year before that where they were 25-9, and so it's kind of been back and forth for head coach Lori Payne. She's one of the top young coaches in the nation. She came from the Big Sky back in 22 and 23, and so they kind of had a down year and then turned it a little bit around and have really turned things around this year with a huge improvement. 13-5 in conference, and 3rd in this tournament. And if they win today, they'll be playing the semis tomorrow against Gonzaga, and that should be a thriller of a game.
Jones a good three-point shooter this year. She made 62 threes in the regular season. She's hit 3 in this game to give her 65 on the year, which is still not the lead on the team. That's Ava Schmidt, who had 68 threes for Santa Clara in the regular season. She has not made a shot in this game. Schmidt is 0 for 4. So Jones at the free throw line to resume play. She knocks it down, and it's 44-29. And she converts the three-point play. So she's got 19 points for Santa Clara, shooting 70% from the field. What a brilliant start for her. 7:40 remaining in the third quarter. Adokpaibe on the block, swiveling against Miller. Double teamed by Jones. Kick it out to Ugwa. Extra pass, corner. Nada, 3 on the way, short. Bounces off the rim, and a rebound grabbed by Gildersleeve Styles, and an outlet pass to Jones. Layup, and one again. It's deja vu for Santa Clara, and they're now up 46-29. What a beautiful display of basketball by Santa Clara.
Deja vu or a nightmare. It is getting super scary for San Francisco, still scoreless. We started the half at 29 points, and they're still at 29 points. It's been super unfortunate, but man, it has really been the Maya Jones show. 21 points, 8 of 11 from the field.
So another and one for Jones. She'll have a chance to make it 2 3-point plays in a row. Converts on the free throw. 22 points for Maya Jones, leading scorer this year for Santa Clara, averaging about 15 a game, well over that average. Had a season high 29 in the season finale against San Francisco, so this is her favorite team to play against this year. Ugwa catches a pass on a slip to the left block, missed a layup, foul called on Santa Clara, and San Francisco will go to the free throw line for 2. So Delaney Miller picks up the foul. That's her first of the game. On that last exchange, Nada went out during that Jones free throw, and McIntyre came in. Ugwa at the free throw line. Cannot convert the first. San Francisco yet to score in the half. Ugwa hits the second. It's at 47-30. Subs coming in for Santa Clara. Miller will check out, and Kylie Fox will come in. Fox had a good start to this game, 8 points. She was their leading scorer for a while, but now it's Maya Jones with 22 points, which is double Adokpaibe for San Francisco with 11. Adokpaibe is the leading scorer for the Dons. Shoe comes off of Hooker's right foot. She slips it back on after she gave it up to Gildersleeve Styles. She's still got to kind of crunch it down with her heel. She doesn't have it all the way on her foot. Jones has it out at the half-court stripe, 8 to shoot. They give it to Hawkins. Wild shot put up. She got fouled. 2 shots coming. It really was just a prayer shot to get it up so that she could shoot 2 free throws. It almost went in, too. But a crazy sequence for Santa Clara. Somehow, even with a 1 shoe on, they still get a chance at the rim.
And Hooker, and that just shows how tough of a player she is. Could kind of care less about the shoe, making sure that doesn't result into a turnover for Santa Clara.
Hawkins at the free throw line. This is the first. She'll have 1 more. A 47-30 lead. Makes it 48-30 with the free throw going in for Hawkins. 3 points for Hawkins. 48-30 advantage Santa Clara. 6:38 remaining in the third quarter. Adokpaibe outside. Dribble handoff to Nada. Working towards the middle of the court. Lob pass inside to Adokpaibe. Extra pass out. Left corner three-pointer. McIntyre hits it with her lefty three-pointer. Makes it 48-33. Hooker over half court. Picked up by Nada. Into the corner. The drive for Fox. Picked up by Ferreira Horn. Rejected inside by Ugwa, who came over on the help side. She scoops it up and gets it to Nada, who is immediately fouled by Hooker. So 6 minutes and 1 second remaining in the third quarter. It's a 48-33 lead for Santa Clara. San Francisco to inbound from the sideline, and Kate Schatt will come back in the game for Maya Jones. And Hawkins will also go out as Schmidt returns. McIntyre over the timeline to Nada. San Francisco down 15. Working towards the middle. Nada puts it up, fouled. She got whacked on the arm. 2 shots coming for her. So Hooker picked up another foul on the Santa Clara Broncos. That's her second foul. The third foul on Santa Clara. San Francisco has 14 fouls. Still 5 minutes, 51 seconds left in the third quarter. And Nada puts in the first free throw, makes it 48-34. Second free throw, nothing but net. And it's 48-35. Santa Clara still in front. Hooker will bring it over half court. And they start their offense with Schmidt on the far side. It's to Gildersleeve Styles, back to Schmidt. Trying to get a three-pointer for her. She's the leading three-point shooter on the Broncos with 68 in the regular season. Hooker gets a pass top of the key. Bounce pass on a slip. It went awry and into the hands of Ferreira Horn for the San Francisco Dons. They run the floor to Nada. Pound dribble to the middle, and she was stripped of the ball. And it was last touched by Hooker. It'll stay with San Francisco. It'll be a baseline inbound. Substitute coming in. Delaney Miller back in. Gildersleeve Styles out for Santa Clara. So 48-35. Santa Clara in front by 13. 5:24 remaining third quarter. Inbound to Nada. At the top of the key. Bounce pass inside. Adokpaibe, and she goes strong up to the glass. Fouled. 2 shots coming. Santa Clara getting to the free throw line time and time again in this third quarter.
Yeah, it's their way to kind of inch back into this game. They scored just 6 points in the quarter thus far. Still down by 13. That's a hefty lead for Santa Clara.
Adokpaibe rolls in the first free throw, makes it 48-36. Adokpaibe, 12 points. She's 3 of 3. Now 4 of 4 from the free throw line, makes it 48-37. 5:20 remaining third quarter. Santa Clara with the top of the key pass to Schmidt, and she buries the 3 from straight away. And it's 51-37 Broncos. That ended a 7-0 run for San Francisco. Nada will try a 3 from deep. That's off the left side of the basket and will bounce out of bounds. Nobody touched it, and we've reached the under 5 media timeout here in the third quarter. Santa Clara 51, San Francisco 37. Winner will play Gonzaga tomorrow afternoon. The 3 seed leads the 7 seed. 4:59 left in the third quarter. You're listening to KUGR, Student Voice of the Palouse. 51-37, Santa Clara leading San Francisco. 4:59 left in the third quarter as we break out of the media timeout. San Francisco went on a 7-0 run, but then some nice shots by Santa Clara to extend the lead back out to 14. They got it all the way down to 11 before Santa Clara hit a dagger three from Schmidt. We're back underway with Santa Clara attacking the right basket and their home whites against San Francisco in the road green. Maya Jones back into the game. She's got 22 points for Santa Clara to lead the way. Picked up by Adokpabe. She pulls right past her towards the rim. Fouled on the shot. It hits the scoreboard on the top of the shot clock. And 2 shots will be coming for Maya Jones. Adokpabe picks up the foul. Jones doing a really good job getting to the basket, picking up fouls. A strong player, shooting 8 of 11 from the field. And 3 of 3 so far from the free throw line. Misses her first free throw. That's her first miss from the free throw line of the game. She had back-to-back and ones earlier in the quarter. A 51-37 lead for Santa Clara. Chance to push it to 15. She hits the free throw, and it's a 52-37 game. Santa Clara in front. Dons bring it the other way with Nada outside. Stuck at 5 points for a while, shooting just 1 of 6 for the Dons. She had 4 threes yesterday. San Francisco needs her to heat up. Ferreira Horn outside to Marino at the high post. They swing it to the top of the key for Nada. A dribble drive picked up. Cross-court pass to McIntyre. Shake and bake to the rim. Picks up the dribble and travels. A little slide and a smooth call by the referee. He did a little Michael Jackson dance move there. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, he kind of moonwalked into that little travel call. Officials have been doing a phenomenal job. We talked about it yesterday. I mean, that's probably the hardest job in the world. And like maybe a rocket science or something like that. But they've been doing some phenomenal calling here at the WCC tournament.
Schmidt will drive on the left side. Kick to the corner for Jones. Out of bounds and a turnover. It was just a little low for Jones. She couldn't catch it. So Santa Clara, another turnover. That's 12 turnovers for San Francisco. There's been, for Santa Clara, 14 for San Francisco. Adokpabe to the block, and a fadeaway jumper misses everything. It might have got deflected inside, and then she nearly pokes it away from Miller. It ends up with Hawkins. She's straddling the sideline, and somehow she keeps it in. Behind the back pass, into the corner. Fox 3, no. Rebound goes to Adokpabe. A fast break opportunity. McIntyre ahead of the pack. Right-hand layup drops in, and it's 52-39. That was a nifty pass, but they couldn't execute it, and it turns into 2 points the other way.
Davis, I love passing the basketball. Being unselfish, I think it's the best part of the game.
Hawkins to the corner. Miller, pump fake, picked up by Marino. Out to Schmidt. Far side for Hawkins. Jabbing, pump fake, looking down low for Schmidt. She turns against Ferreira Horn. Turnaround jumper won't go. It's short. And Ferreira Horn gets the rebound. Schmidt, a 6'2" forward. Got a good touch. She couldn't finish that one. Racing down the floor. Nada drops it off to Marino, and she lays it in. It's 52-41.
Another pretty pass. That was over her back shoulder.
Miller crosses over, loses it off her foot. Schmidt dives on the ground, and she's tied up by a couple of Dons. Nada and Ferreira Horn were there. Arrow favoring San Francisco. So on a bit of a run to try to get back in this game. Santa Clara is scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 22 seconds from the field. The only thing they've got going from are free throws in the last 2 minutes and change. A couple subs coming in. They bring Hooker and Schott back in. Gildersleeve Styles as well. A couple subs go to the bench for Santa Clara. Cargill back to the game for Santa Clara. Looking for Adokpabe at the top of the edge of the WCC logo, about 5 feet out from the top of the key. Works left side, picked up by Gildersleeve Styles. Drops it off to Tosheva. Working against Hooker. Size mismatch there. The 6'3". Tosheva misses the shot short, and Hooker gets the rebound. Hooker's been great so far for Santa Clara. 8 points, 3 assists, a couple of steals as well. Hawkins behind the back dribble and one on the left side. Somehow she got it to go. She just flipped it up with a prayer shot, and it drops through the hoop. Santa Clara continues to attack the rim and draw fouls on San Francisco, and she's got a chance for a three-point play.
What a tough move. She dribbled it behind the back with one hand, caught it with the same hand, and then finished off the glass. A ton of English Kind of looked like a cue ball in pool and kind of connected off the backboard. What a move.
Hawkins hits the free throw, 55-41. 2:15 left in the third quarter. San Francisco, they've been good on the offensive side in this final stretch of the third quarter. They've picked up 12 points total in this frame, and a foul on the near side. It's a hold called on Anaya Hooker. It's another foul on her. That's going to be her third personal. Santa Clara going to send Maya Jones to the scores table. And she will come in for Hooker with 3 fouls. She'll head out. Hooker's got 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple of steals. She's been very effective for Santa Clara, but now 3 fouls on her. It'll send Cargill to the free throw line as San Francisco's in the bonus. And the first shot drops in, makes it 55-42. Cargill's second free throw. She also scores that one, makes it 55-43, 2:08 remaining in the third quarter. Gate shot to inbound to Hawkins, who just hit that magnificent and one play. She keeps her head so steady while she dribbles. Gets it to the top of the key with Gildersleeve Styles. Looking for Jones on a dribble handoff, sets his feet, fires a 3, and rolls it in. Jones claps her hands off the make. She is just unguardable. What a performance for her. 26 points, and she's made 4 threes. Trying to get an entry pass to Ugwa. It's stripped away. Jones ends up with it for Santa Clara. Brings it over half court. Kicks it to Hawkins. Extra pass. Right side. Shot. Three-pointer on the way. Perfect. Santa Clara dominant from the three-point line. 9 threes for the Broncos in this game. Tosheva, the other side for San Francisco. Cross-court pass to Neda. Pump fake. Baseline drive against Hawkins. Reverse layup wildly missed. It missed everything, and its last touch by Hawkins on the rebound opportunity. 61-43 the score. Santa Clara in front of San Francisco with 1:20 left in the third.
Yeah, they're on a 6-0 run right now, just in the last 30 seconds. 3 of their last 3 field goals. It is getting scary for the Dawn season.
61-43. Advantage Broncos. Inbound to Ugwa at the high post, looking for a dribble handoff to Adokpabe, guarded by Fox. She finally gets it at the top. Shake and bake to the rim, and she gets fouled. She lost the ball out of bounds, but it was because there was a reach-in foul called on Gildersleeve Styles. That's her second foul. It'll put Adokpabe to the free throw line, where she is 4 of 4 in this game. Leading scorer for San Francisco on the season. A first-team all-WCC player, is just a sophomore for San Francisco. Hagen McIntyre coming back in for Mara Neda. She will check out. 2 shots coming for Adokpabe. 1:12 seconds left in the third quarter. 61-43, Santa Clara in front. Adokpabe now 5 of 5 with that make. 61-44. Second free throw for Adokpabe. Drops it in, 61-45. Inbound to shot. She'll bring it up the floor, guarded by Cargill. She goes far side with it. Switches over to her right hand, drives towards the cup, puts it up. Tough shot, missed it. Offensive rebound, Gildersleeve Styles, and she was tripped. And she will have free throws coming up. Santa Clara's in the bonus as well.
Yeah, and Styles, just a huge hustle play. A great job getting that rebound over Ugwe. And the Snohomish native now a chance to put some more points on a comfortable 16-point lead for Santa Clara.
Foul was on Ugwa, her second. Gildersleeve Styles misses the first one too strong. 59.1 left in the quarter. Still in the third quarter between Santa Clara and San Francisco. Gildersleeve Styles, second free throw. Nothing but net, and it's 62-45. Final 50 seconds of the third quarter. In the second quarterfinal game, the last one for the women's side. Off-ball whistle blown as Adokpabe got pushed into the light blue hardwood on the baseline. That goes on Gildersleeve Styles, her third personal. And she was on the fouling end the last time San Francisco had the ball. And so at Oak Bay, once again, to the free throw line to shoot. 2 free throws. And she misses the first. It pops out. And it keeps it a 62-45 game with 47.4 left in the third. At Oak Bay's second goes. 62-46. High-scoring third quarter, 25 points for the Broncos, 16, and then 17 after that free throw made by Oak Bay. 62-46, the overall score, with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot will drive and kick to Schmidt, left side, and she dribbles it off the knee of Tosheva, who picks it up. She's got one-on-one, and she blows past Schmidt, left-hand layup, rolls in for Tosheva. Good steal and bucket, and it makes it 62-48. 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Santa Clara can attack the rim, and Hawkins lays it in on the left side with the right hand. Makes it 64-48. Cargill with 8 seconds left for San Francisco in the quarter. 3 to shoot. Drives in, free throw line, got to put something up, turnaround, wild shot, won't go, missed it left, and the third quarter comes to an end. It's 64-48, Santa Clara in front. Hawkins with some magician-like moves, getting to the rim, scoring on the offhand with the right hand on the left side. Really difficult shots.
Yeah, really difficult shots. And Santa Clara right now, man, just everything is connecting. And if you're head coach Molly Goodenbauer, and you got to get something going very quick to start this fourth quarter, or it can get scary. And we've realized, especially here in the women's bracket, that if something doesn't start early into the quarter, that time is usually not your friend, and it gets away from you extremely quickly.
64-48, Santa Clara in front. We get ready to start the fourth quarter after this break. You're listening to KUGR, the student voice of the Palouse. One more quarter left in the women's quarterfinals. It's the 3 seed Santa Clara Broncos over the top of the 7 seed San Francisco Dons at 64-48 advantage Broncos. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, Davis Hagen alongside Josiah Frank. Santa Clara's offense humming right along in this one after their slow start. Just 13 points in the first quarter, but since then they've scored 24 plus in both the second and the third quarter, had 27 in the third. Maya Jones starts with the rock at the high post, drives inside, and discards at Oakpibay. It's an offensive foul. And Jones, who has 26 points for Santa Clara, picks up a foul. That's her first personal.
Yeah, she is a bucket, the leading scorer for them. Man, she's had a day.
At Oakpibay in the short corner on the left side. Cross-court pass into the middle for Ferreira Horn. Catches it, turns and misses the shot, but a whistle blown and a foul on Santa Clara. That'll be their second team foul of the quarter already, just 24 seconds into the fourth. And San Francisco just, again, getting to the free throw line. This is their 15th and 16th free throw of the game. They've made 12. Ferreira Horn, the one-handed shot, misses as it rolls out. Second free throw coming up for Ferreira Horn. Free throw goes in right over the front of the rim, and it's 64-49. 9:30 left in the fourth quarter. Shot over half court on the left side, picked up by Cargill. One arm pass to Fox with a left-hand dribble to Anaya Hooker. Left side three-pointer doesn't drop in. Bodies hit the floor as Maya Jones got blocked out by Adokpaibe. Ferreira Horn got the rebound. Outlet pass to Cargill on the left side. Hezzy move to the block on the left. Moves into the right side, misses the layup. And Hooker gets the rebound as it bounces to her. Shot up ahead to Fox. Baseline drive against Ferreira Horn, who got back on defense pretty quickly. Under 9 minutes to play in the game. Right side three-pointer Jones missed it short. Mourinho gets the rebound. More bodies hit the floor. Schmidt and Ferreira Horn collided on the rebound opportunity, and it's 64-49 Santa Clara. San Francisco trying to get over the half-century mark. At Oakpibay left side. Drives it in. Working. Back to McIntyre. She almost lost it, and then it gets popped out of her hands by Hooker. She has another steal. Adokpaibe reaches in and pokes it to Fox for Santa Clara. She didn't get the steal, but it disrupted the offensive flow. Jones the other way, blocked by Ferreira Horn, and then it ends up in the hands of Fox on the right side. She puts in the deep two for about 17 feet away, and it's now 66-49, Santa Clara in front. 8 minutes remaining, and a layup scored by San Francisco makes it 66-53.
Mourinho, a beautiful finish with the left hand there. San Francisco still got to get something going, though, down by 15.
Hooker on the block, loses the dribble against Cargill, and it's a turnover for Santa Clara. 16 turnovers for the Broncos in this game. Sol Castro coming in, as well as Nada for San Francisco. It'll bring McIntyre and Mourinho out. Mourinho just scored that layup to bring them to 51 points. They're down by 15. Ferreira Horn on the left side, guarded by Delaney Miller, looking for Adokpaibe down low. Gets it to her on a nice bounce pass. Slips through a double team and lays it in with the right hand. 66-53. San Francisco just has been down by about 13 to 18 in that range. Lob pass down low to Schmidt on the right side. She lays it in with a nice catch and shoot. It's two more for Santa Clara, 68-53. Cargill loses the ball, and then it's Fox who just slams into the media table. Good hustle, and it will stay with San Francisco. 68-53. Santa Clara in front, 7:05 left in the fourth quarter. Cargill gets the inbound. Slow dribble to the left side for Tosheva. Looking down low to Castro. She lobbed it to her. Pass brings her towards the baseline more so than the block. She brings the dribble to the middle, swings it out to Cargill. Driving in, runner on the way off the glass and the rim, and a rebound for Fox, and the Broncos go the other way with Miller on the right side. Crossing over against Cargill, getting to the middle of the lane, and a foul is called on the drive. When called on Cargill, it'll be a baseline inbound for Santa Clara. 6:34 left in the fourth quarter. 68-53, Santa Clara leading. With Maya Jones on the bench for Santa Clara, their leading scorer, she has 26 points. Their next leading scorer is Fox with 10. And an offensive foul is called. It's a tripping motion signaled by the officials as they stuck their leg out. Foul called on Gildersleeve Styles. So 68-53 at Okpaibe on the top of the key. Driving right-hand layup, scoops it in, and it's 68-55. Outside, Hawkins at the top. Bounce pass down low to Gildersleeve Styles. Brings it back out to Hawkins. Step back. Didn't like the look. Goes to Fox. Inside to Gildersleeve Styles. Back to Fox on a nice cut to the basket. Right side. Layup good.
A beautiful connection with Fox and Gildersleeve Styles kind of working at that bang-bang action.
Nada over to the right side. Cross-court pass to Okpaibe. Entry to Castro. Good cut from Toshiba. Layup way too strong off the glass. Hooker brings it up the floor to Fox. 1-2 to the rim. Missed it. Toshiba. Rebound. A 3-on-2 for the San Francisco Dons. They go right side to Nada. She had trouble catching it. Now drives in, hangs in the air, and hits. 70-57. Broncos still lead the Dons. Good poke from Nada as Hooker crossed half court. She steals it from her. A 2-on-2. She takes it herself. Right hand. Layup off the glass and in. Nice shot from Nada. 70-59. She nearly got another poke, but she fouls Hooker this time. Maybe a little bit of exhaustion for Nada, and she will go out for McIntyre, and she got herself to the bench with that foul, but almost got the steal again.
Yeah, she had some really good pokes right there. That one, though, too much contact. Official makes a great call.
Hooker to inbound. McIntyre guarding her as Hawkins grabbed it. Left side, Miller off the bounce. Whistle blown. Foul on San Francisco. Sol Castro picks it up. Our first foul, the third team foul on San Francisco. And we reach the under 5 media timeout. Santa Clara up by 11, but San Francisco keeping things interesting. They've made 5 out of their last 7 and are within striking distance still, but 4 minutes, 51 seconds to go. Can Santa Clara hold on and punch their ticket to the semifinals? We'll find out after this break. You're listening to KUGR, the student voice of the Palouse. We're at 70-59 Santa Clara. (70-59) Santa Clara leading San Francisco. We've got 4:51 left in the contest, the second quarterfinal of the afternoon in the women's side of the bracket here in the 2026 WCC tournament. Winner plays the 2-seed Gonzaga Bulldogs. Santa Clara in front against the Dons. It'll be an inbound from the baseline for Hawkins to Schmidt at the high post, guarded by Ugwa. She shifts to the left side. Layup comes up short. Rebound, McIntyre pushing the pace for San Francisco. She's got Cargill in the wing. Left corner three as she sets the feet, airballs it, and a rebound for Jones. It's a good shot from Cargill, just rushed it a bit. Hawkins with ball on a string so far in this game. Goes to Schmidt, high post, dribbles past Ugwa. She's trying to catch up to her. Stops her at the block. The shot won't go for Schmidt as she put it up. An offensive rebound for Miller. She scoops it out to Jones. Deep three on the way. Clangs off the rim. And a rebound for Cargill. Adokpaibe down behind the play. She now gets up. She's the leading scorer for San Francisco is Adokpaibe with 20 points. Bounce pass intercepted by Hawkins. She's all alone to the rim. Right side layup good. And an offensive foul called on Jones. It was unnecessary. Hawkins was already to the rim, and Jones blocked out against Adokpaibe, and it's a foul on Santa Clara. Jones frustrated with it, but she really didn't need to. She had Hawkins all alone to lay it in, so an offensive foul call on Santa Clara. The bucket will not count, and it's 70-59 still with 4:02 left in the fourth.
Yeah, it was super unnecessary of a play. Hawkins had just a wide open lane.
So subs coming in for San Francisco. They're still talking about it, but I think they're just getting everything organized with the subs. McIntyre going out, Nada back in, and they're going to take a look to see if there's an armbar type, maybe extracurricular. So a lot of debate between the officiating crew, both head coaches. Goodenbauer for San Francisco, she's way out towards midcourt. She seems kind of frustrated with it. She wanted to get the play going because they called the foul in Santa Clara, and then San Francisco was ready to get moving, but they blow it dead.
Yeah, now it looks like they're having a really big discussion.
So it's a Santa Clara timeout on the floor is what it's being called on the official stats. The officials huddled up in the middle of the court, all three of them. But it's a 70-59 lead for Santa Clara with 4:02 left in the fourth quarter. And now they will take a trip over to the monitor. One of the officials gave a signal like they're checking for something with a potential extended arm into the head and neck area of the San Francisco defender. But Jones, again, a little bit unnecessary because Hawkins was running all by herself after that turnover from San Francisco. It was a bounce pass that just got right into the hands of Hawkins, and she had great speed to the rim. But okay, so they're going to look to see if the ball was released prior to the offensive foul. So if Hawkins got it off in time and then the foul came after the release of the shot, it would not be an offensive foul to negate the shot. It would still likely be a foul on Jones because she committed the foul, but it would just change if the point would count or not. And this is 2 big points right now because San Francisco's fought really hard to get it down to an 11-point game after being down double digits most of the game. If they can get a stop here, go the other way, they can cut it to single digits.
Yeah, they can. And Santa Clara right now, 0 of their last 4. So that would be huge for San Francisco. Cutting it to single digits can keep them alive in this game. There's still 4 minutes left. That's a ton of time in basketball. But, man, we've seen teams been able to fall apart, unfortunately, due to time constraints. So this could be a big deciding call once the officials figure it out on the monitor.
2 great players going back and forth in this one for Santa Clara. Maya Jones, 26 points, shooting 50% from the three-point line. She's made 4 triples. She's got 6 rebounds as well. She's dealing with 3 fouls, though, for Santa Clara. She's the culprit possibly for this negation of the Hawkins layup. Hawkins has 8 points. Has not made a three yet for Santa Clara. She's got 5 assists, though, does Hawkins, a magnificent point guard for Santa Clara. And for San Francisco, their leading scorer, Candy Adokpabe, 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. She's continued to lead the way. Adokpabe, a first-team All-WCC player for San Francisco. And besides Adokpabe, it's been Nada with 9 points, but nobody else over double digits. For Santa Clara, they have the only other double-digit scorer with Fox at 12. She's on the bench right now. But it's pretty much just been Jones versus Adokpabe. And we might have the official call as they're still talking things over. It's a long delay.
After the review, the illegal contact occurred while Santa Clara's ball was still in her hands, so it will be no basket.
So they determined that the ball was still in the hands of Hawkins. The illegal screen set by Jones before the shot, so the basket will not count, and it stays 70-59. That's a huge call in this game because 4 minutes left. San Francisco has a chance to cut it to single digits. They were down 10 at the half. They haven't cut it to single digits since early in the first half. Adokpabe off the screen, right side, kick it out to Ugwa. Left hand dribble drive to the paint. Into the left corner for Toshiba, missed it. She tried to track down her own miss, but it bounced past her, and she crashes into the courtside seats. And she just went a little bit too far. She overplayed the ball on her own offensive rebound, and it bounces out of bounds. Santa Clara to inbound with full court pressure being put on by the Dons. They're running out of time. They got 3:40 left to try to pull off the upset. They're down 11. Hawkins over half court, backing down against Adokpabe, and a blocking foul called on Adokpabe. She was trying to draw the charge against Hawkins, but she was moving her feet.
Yeah, it was right in front of us. Before she got charged with that block, she was reaching a ton. And so I know that she's trying to want to receive contact too, but she can't be as physical. You know, they're always playing in favor for the offensive player.
That's 4 fouls on Adokpabe. She's got to be careful. Schmidt catches the inbound, spins inside, left hand layup good, and it's 72-59. Santa Clara in front. Nada, other side, transition offense, deep 2, good. The nice jumper there, and it's 72-61. Broncos into the corner for Miller on the right side. Goes up to the top of the wing with Hooker. Shovel pass out to Hawkins, and they will slow things down. 3 minutes left in the game. It's an 11-point lead for Santa Clara. Hawkins, good move to the left side. 3 for Hooker, perfect. And Santa Clara knocks down their 10th 3 of the game. Nada, cross-court pass to Toshiba on the right side. She gets past her defender, Miller, banks it in the mid-range. So 75-63. A foul called on San Francisco. Nada with the whack to the arm of Hawkins right off the inbound. So 75-63. 15 foul on San Francisco, so they go to the bonus. Hawkins will have 2 free throws. Mourinho checking back in, and Ugwa will sit on the bench. Hawkins, 8 points. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Misses the first. Now she's shooting 50% from the free throw line. It was short off the front of the rim. 75-63. Santa Clara in front. 2:38 left in the fourth quarter. Spot in the semis against Gonzaga on the line. Hawkins knocks in the second free throw, makes it 76-63. Nada to the offensive side into the paint. Reach and foul called on Santa Clara as she tried to scoop it up. It's going to be 2 shots coming for Nada. And it's also the team's 5th foul on Santa Clara. So either way, she would be shooting 2 free throws. 2.5 minutes to go. 2 seed Gonzaga awaits the winner. Santa Clara, who finished 8th last year, finished 3rd this year, trying to make the semifinals. First free throw good from Nada. 76-64. Nada's got 12. And she misses the second free throw. It rolls off the front. And a rebound for Hooker. 76-64. Santa Clara in front. Triple teamed out by half court. And a reach-in foul called on San Francisco. Mourinho, the culprit. 3rd personal foul. And bonus free throws coming for Anaya Hooker, who has been very good for Santa Clara today. 11 points, 5 rebounds. She does have 4 fouls, though, but a couple of steals as well on the defensive side. So free throws for Hooker. Her first is nothing but net. 77 points for Santa Clara. Now they're closing in on their average of 81, which is number 1 in the WCC this year. Hooker's second free throw, nylon, and it's 78-64. Broncos trying to hold on for the last 2 minutes. Nada, transition offense, and she puts it in again. That was a quick basket for Nada. 78-66, Santa Clara brings it into Hawkins in the backcourt. Reach in by Nada, doesn't get it. And they go into the front court with Miller in the corner. Dumps it down to Schmidt, the left-handed player. Back out to Hawkins, and she will wisely take some time off the clock. Now Mourinho comes over to try to steal it. They go right side to Miller, who's open, and a lob pass to Hawkins, nearly picked by Mourinho, but she didn't really notice that the ball was there until it was too late. And then a drive in and a whistle blown. 2 Santa Clara players hit the floor. Foul called on Mourinho for a push, and she pushed. I think it was Jones. Yeah, Jones got pushed and then knocked into Hawkins. So both the Santa Clara players hit the floor. They were sprawled out on the hardwood, and then they both get up around the same time. They both look to be okay, but it will be Jones to the free throw line who got pushed by Mourinho, and it was kind of a domino effect. 78-66 lead for Santa Clara. Jones to the free throw line for 2. Hits the first. That's 27 points for Jones. She's also got 6 rebounds, and that is her 5th made free throw of the game. A chance to make it number 6 and give Santa Clara 80 points. Jones hits it. It is 80-66. Cargill quickly across half court to the right side. Missed it. And a foul called on the rebound. Tosheva pushed over Miller. And Tosheva's 4th foul. San Francisco's season. 96 seconds remaining. Santa Clara looking good to move on to the semifinals against the Bulldogs, and it'll be a chalk semifinal day tomorrow for the women's side. No real Cinderellas this year. Miller's free throw is good. Makes it 81-66, and they're right at their average, and it didn't look like they were going to get there in that first quarter. It was a low-scoring start. At the first media timeout, it was 7-3 San Francisco with 4:28 on the clock, more than halfway through the first quarter. It didn't seem like Santa Clara was going to wake up, and then they did. The second free throw goes, and it's 82-66. Miller goes 2 for 2. That gives her 4 points in the game. And so San Francisco, with time running down, Nada will pull up and fire a 3 and hit it from straight away with less than a minute and a half remaining. It's 82-69. Jones gets the inbound pass across half court. She's double teamed immediately, loses the ball, turns it over, and San Francisco will get it back. So a little bit of life for the Dons. They're down 13. They have to move very quickly. And Santa Clara wants to appeal the call on the floor. That is a turnover off of Jones. Might as well for Lori Payne. And so San Francisco is down 82-69 with a minute 18 left, and they will talk things over and then head to the monitor to check it out to see who was last off of. And while they're at the monitor, we'll step away and be back with the last minute 18 of this quarterfinal matchup between the Broncos and the Dons. It's 82-69. Santa Clara in front. You're listening to KUGR, the student voice of the Palouse. Welcome back inside Orleans Arena. We've got a minute 18 remaining in the quarterfinal game between the Broncos and the Dons. It's 82-69 Santa Clara, and the call on the court was just overturned. It'll be Santa Clara ball after a good appeal by Lori Payne. No turnover from Jones, and they inbound it to Hawkins. A baseline drive. She will just waste time, and she's reached and fouled by Nada. So Hawkins once again going to the free throw line. She's got 9 points, trying to eclipse double digits. Couple players with double digits for Santa Clara. They've got Jones with 28, Hooker's got 13, and Fox has 12. Sleeve Styles comes back in for Schmidt. And Hawkins nails the first free throw, makes it 83-69 with a minute 15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Hawkins again for 11. She's got it. 11 points for Hawkins, and she will check out for a shot coming back in. Minute 15 to go. 84-69. Santa Clara all but wrapping things up here in the final women's quarterfinal of the day. We'll have 2 men's games coming up on KUGR, and Josiah Frank and I will be on the call for those. Nada over half court. Pulls up the 3 and misses it off the backboard. Rebound Hooker, and she will snake over half court with a minute remaining. San Francisco still trying to pressure to get a turnover. Miller picks up the dribble at the half court stripe, gives it to Hooker, double teamed, and she nearly steps on the half court line. Somehow she didn't. It was about 2 inches away from stepping on it. San Francisco will back the pressure off a little bit as Miller gets the dribble handoff. 5 to shoot for the Broncos. Miller top of the arc against Castro. Crossover, good move to the cup. Misses a layup right into the rim, but she got fouled. And Castro can't believe it. She is laughing about it. San Francisco, a good run. Won 2 games one against San Diego and 1 against Pepperdine. Now into the game, Alana Goodchild, 6'2" forward, a senior for Santa Clara, getting some minutes in the tournament. Miller, first free throw is good. Gives Miller 5 points on the game. She's 3 for 3 so far from the free throw line. 85-69. Broncos in front with 38.6 left. Miller, second free throw, good, and that will bring her out of the game. Lauren Grover coming in. She's also a senior, a forward, 6'1" out of Corona, California. 35 remaining on the clock. Nada quickly over half court. Floater won't drop. Rebound for Grover, who just checked into the game. And it's 86-69, and a foul called on Tosheva. And Goodenbauer looking at her saying, stop fouling. And Tosheva's 5th foul. She is waiting to go to the bench. And Ferreira Horn will come in for her. So 27.7 left. Shot to the free throw line. 86-69 the score. And it'll be Santa Clara versus Gonzaga tomorrow. That'll be a good one. Bulldogs and Broncos. First free throw missed by Schott. No, 27.7 remaining. Free throw good from Schott, and it's now 87-69, an 18-point lead for Santa Clara. 23 seconds left. San Francisco's women's team will be eliminated, but their men's squad will be our next broadcast. The pass down low to Castro goes off her fingers and out of bounds. So adding a little salt into the wound for San Francisco. They turn it over. 13 seconds to tick off the clock. Santa Clara will win it over San Francisco, but next broadcast will be coming around 5:30 p.m. with the 4-seed Oregon State Beavers taking on the 5-seed San Francisco Dons. On the men's side of things, Santa Clara dribbles the ball out, and the final score is 87-69. Broncos move on to the semifinals, and they celebrate as a team, jumping for joy. And the San Francisco Dons season comes to an end after 2 wins in the tournament. They fall to Santa Clara, 87-69, the final score. And Josiah, the 3-point shooting was great. They made 10 threes. San Francisco yesterday made 13 against Pepperdine. Today, just 5.
Yeah, and Maya Jones was the leader of the pack. She had 4 threes by herself. She shot 50% from behind the arc, 4 of 8, 9 of 15 from the field, 28 points, 6 rebounds. We've seen some really stellar performances. But yeah, it is extremely chalked up on the women's end. And Santa Clara will be taking on the Gonzaga Bulldogs of Spokane, Washington for the semifinal match.
First semifinal tomorrow on the women's side will be the 1 seed LMU Lions taking on the 4 seed Oregon State Beavers. And the second semifinal will be this Santa Clara Broncos team taking on the 2 seed Gonzaga Bulldogs. A very interesting matchup in the 4 teams that are remaining all have really good chances to win this tournament. The winner of this tournament will get an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. We've got 2 men's games coming up tonight. Josiah Frank and I will be on the call for those, so stick around. Later tonight, we've got a 5:30 and an 8 p.m. tip-off coming your way. Thank you so much for tuning in. The final score is Broncos 87, Dons 69. We'll say so long for now, but we'll be back with more WCC basketball later on tonight.